Janelle sat on her property's porch with a stack of papers in one hand and a hot mug of coffee in the other, while the early sun seeped through the trees. Her heart was heavy, but her mind was set as she gazed at the notification. The silence was broken by the distant sound of Cody's truck. The rumble of the engine matched the excitement rising in her chest as she watched him get closer. With an expression of outrage, Cody got out of the truck as it came up. As he got closer, his boots crunched on the gravel. His voice was shrill with astonishment as he continued, "Janelle, you can't be serious. My family is still here." With a calm yet forceful tone, Janelle stood her ground. "Cody, it was your family, until you choose to put everything else ahead of us. I now own this property, thus I must establish limits." Cody's jaw tensed as he scanned the area, his gaze flitting across the territory he had previously claimed. "Delimitations? Considering everything I've done for this family? For you?" With her eyes fixed on his, Janelle reclined in her chair. "You played house somewhere else and left us to fend for ourselves. Cody, this isn't about the past. It has to do with the future, and you don't have a place here in my future." Janelle broke down her tough facade in her confessional. With tears in her eyes, her voice faltered as she said, "Making this choice wasn't simple." Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel TLC Flicks. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. However, Cody has failed to live up to his promises as a husband and father. For my own mental health, I must move on, even if it means severing relationships. Cody, meanwhile, vented his fury in his confessional. As he spoke, he made frantic gestures and paced back and forth. "Christine is solely to blame for this. Janelle believes she can just throw me out because she initiated this chain reaction? After all that I have given up for this family? It's unreal." Janelle stood back on the porch and held out the notification. Cody's incredulity soon gave way to rage as he gazed at the document. He murmured, "Janelle, you'll regret this," before pirouetting back to his truck. As she watched him leave, Janelle felt the burden of her choice growing heavier. However, as the dust cleared from his departure, so did her determination. Over the peaceful, rustic appeal of Meri's bed and breakfast, the camera panned. Meri was sitting by herself in the comfortable living room, holding a glowing phone. She looked at old family pictures, happy faces from better days. The screen displayed a text message that read, "Sorry, I can't help with your loan issue. Cody sent it." With a heavy sigh, Meri put the phone down. Her mind was racing, so she leaned back in her chair and stared at the ceiling. "I've sacrificed for this family for years," she said in her voiceover. "Despite the difficulties, I remained faithful. However, I'm on my own now." Later, when Meri confronted Cody during a family gathering, the tension was evident. With a frustrated tone, she questioned, "How come we have a family fund but nobody seems to be able to access it when they need it most? You have all disregarded me when I asked for assistance with the BNB." Cody leaned back in his chair and crossed his arms. "Meri, the fund is for emergencies, not your private affairs." Christine, who was seated off to the side, was at her breaking point. She yelled, "You mean crises like Robin's shopping binges?" Robin's head jerked up, and her outraged eyes widened. "Christine, that's unfair. I have no authority over the fund." Meri's voice broke as she struggled to contain her tears. "I believed that loyalty would have some significance in this household. However, it seems that loyalty is a one-way street." Meri watched the sun set that evening while standing outside her bed and breakfast. Like the emptiness in her heart, the parking lot was deserted. "I need to figure this out without them," she said to herself as she closed the door behind her. Tension was high in Robin and Cody's large house as they sat around the dining table with financial paperwork arranged in front of them. Robin's voice was shaking and her forehead was strained as she turned through the papers. "These figures don't stack up, Cody. There is nothing left in the fund after years of withdrawals." As he grabbed the papers out of her hands, Cody's expression clouded. "That isn't feasible," he whispered. "Behind our backs, someone has been spending. It can't simply vanish." Robin reclined in her chair, tears welling up in her eyes. "Cody, I had no idea how horrible it was. How are we going to proceed?" Christine gave a knowing smirk during her confession. "The family fund has always had problems with openness. Despite Robin and Cody's constant control, it has again returned to haunt them. To be honest, I'm not shocked." The spouses sat around the table at another family gathering, their expressions a mixture of incredulity and rage. The silence was broken by Janelle. "Cody, you have our trust. You claimed that the fund was secure, but now it's gone. How is that even possible?" Robin started crying. "I had no idea it was that awful. This is something I never wanted to occur. Christine spoke sharply as she leaned forward. Perhaps we wouldn't be in this problem if you hadn't spent it all on a mansion and extravagance. Exasperated, Cody threw his hand down on the table. Everyone here acts as though I'm the bad guy. I have been making an effort to keep this family together. Cody slammed the door behind him and walked away, leaving the room silence. Meri, Christine, and Janelle exchanged sly glances. Janelle answered quietly, "We must defend ourselves. We are obviously no longer able to rely on him." Each woman considered their next course of action that evening. Janelle concentrated on establishing a fresh start on her land. Meri thought about how she would manage her B&B without the family's assistance. Christine gave a gentle grin, determination shining in her eyes. "We need to regain control," she told herself. One thing became evident as the camera moved over the Browns' serene homes. The family's fractures could no longer be fixed. Meri Brown has learnt to be independent as Sister Wives Season 19 draws to a close. She wants to defend herself from Cody and Robin's vicious manipulative techniques because she knows she can't trust them. Tomorrow night, when Sister Wives returns to TLC, audiences will see Meri Brown's painful epiphanies. Since I haven't been involved in any conversations, I sent Cody, Robin, and Janelle an email a while back to start the conversation about the property. I haven't been speaking. I'm not sure whether anyone else has. In a confessional, Meri opens the scenario, saying, "I just wanted to get it going." After, viewers witness Meri and Janelle talking about the property distribution over a video conversation. When we questioned him, he sort of backed down after acting as though he had something going on. "Therefore, I'm not sure what's true," Janelle said during the call. In her own confession, she also says that Cody has proposed that they split it up in a somewhat strange method that isn't really advantageous for anyone other than Robin and himself. "You don't have the authority to determine what we do with it, in my opinion." Regarding Cody, Meri apologized, saying, "You are not the head of my family. It seems to me like Cody and Robin have a plan for what they want to do and how they want to approach it. I believe Janelle has a plan, and I am certain that I do too. And because we don't trust one another, none of us are communicating with one another." During the call, Janelle acknowledges that she is hiring a lawyer and advises Meri to do the same. Meri comes to the conclusion that Janelle was correct after giving the matter some thought. Her best interests were never considered by Cody or Robin. The reality star said in her own confessional that there has been a lot of confusion surrounding the way that things have been bad in the family, the way that Cody is with me and has been with me for many, many years. I believe that's the reason I'm going to hire a lawyer to guide me through this procedure. For a number of years, I feel like I've kind of sat back and didn't want to cause any trouble. As a result, I haven't brought up many issues. However, I shall now press the matter. Do you support Janelle and Meri Brown's decision to sue Robin and Cody? Do you believe they will succeed in the end? Leave a comment with your ideas. Tomorrow evening at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, make sure to turn into TLC. Over the years, political patriarch Kody Brown has made many deplorable remarks about his family, but his most recent remarks during Sister Wives Season 19 are being closely examined. When the show debuted in 2010, it was intended to provide a picture of a successful polygamous family. In the end, it chronicled the demise of the Brown family. Cody had 4 women and 18 children. 3 of his spouses had divorced by the time Sister Spouses Season 19 arrived, and he was hardly communicating with many of his older adult children. In a recent episode, the ex-polygamist bemoaned the loss of his relationships with several children. He claimed that more than his own children, he missed their love. Some individuals were offended by Cody's remark during Sister Wives Season 19, which seemed to imply that he believes his kids should serve him. Had he not constantly demanded that his children apologize to him before he had re-established relationships with them, his remark would not have sounded so awful. In the second episode of Sister Wives Season 19, it was discovered that Cody was not talking to Maddie Brush, his daughter with second wife Janelle Brown. He is also not on speaking terms with a number of his older children and appears to be obstinately refusing to make peace. He no longer sees Maddie's kids or speaks to her. Unless her father is able to be present on a regular basis, Maddie does not want him involved in her children's life. Although Cody is disappointed that he and Maddie are not together, he believes that Maddie might try to get in touch with him as well. The father and daughter are at a standstill since neither Cody nor Maddie appear to be willing to initiate contact. Cody's relationships with several of his children faltered when 3 of his spouses left him. By the time Sister Wives Season 19 debuted, Kody was living full-time with Robin Brown, his fourth wife, and their 5 kids in a monogamous relationship. Kody doesn't seem interested in standing up for his other kids, based on his previous remarks about concentrating on his core family with Robin. During the most current season of Sister Wives, Kody Brown, the show's patriarch, revealed more about his ties with his adult children, raising questions about his relationships with his children. Kody's actions over the years has affected his ties with his children, even though his time on Sister Wives Season 19 addressed on what has transpired with his elder children. The Brown family has 18 children, and Kody is the father of more than a dozen of them, ranging in age from preteens to 30-something people. Throughout the length of Sister Wives, Kody's relationships with his wives have been the most prominent aspect of the show, but some of his children remain in touch. Kody's children have observed and comprehended the changes in his marriages to Meri Brown, Janelle Brown, Christine Brown, and Robin Brown, and they have based their opinions of their father on his occasionally challenging actions throughout the years. Although Kody's relationships with his children vary from child to child, they are usually grouped by their mother, with Kody's connections to the children changing over the course of their lives. This is evident in the fact that most of Kody's children have chosen not to interact with their father as closely as they once did, as many of them are now capable of making their own decisions in adulthood. The celebrity's ties with Robin's children have been intriguing. Robin brought 3 children from her former marriage into her marriage to Kody, and Kody ultimately adopted them. With 5 children, Kody's bonds with his children with Robin are the strongest. Robin and Kody received 2 more children after their marriage, making her the youngest in the Brown family. It's unclear if this is due to Kody's capacity to parent alongside Robin or his commitment to his second chance at parenthood, but their relationships gain from being close. Although Meri and Kody divorced in 2022, their relationship had been failing for years before that. Kody has lived exclusively with Robin and their kids for years, which has undoubtedly strengthened their bond. Leon Brown, Kody's sole kid with Meri, has avoided Sister Wives for many years. Leon has made a concerted effort to keep their distance from Kody and everything related to their life on TV, since they were old enough to avoid the spotlight with their family. Kody and Leon don't discuss their relationship, but it doesn't seem like they have anything in common because Kody's inability to accept or understand Leon has caused some problems. Christine, one of the most successful Sister Wives mothers, has 6 children, and their relationships with Kody have been inconsistent. Although Truly Brown, the youngest of the exes, is in her teens and has maintained a good relationship with Kody during her early years, the other children in Christine's family don't spend much time with Kody. Some, like Paydon Brown, avoid their father, while others, like Michael T. Padrone, are fine with Kody and Robin. Kody's kids don't want to pursue connections with him since he's been hard to rely on. Things went south with his kids' relationship with him after Janelle and Kody's son Garrison Brown passed away. Although Kody and Janelle have been able to communicate politely, Kody's children with Janelle have had difficulty expressing their feelings to their father. Some have never felt a connection to Kody, while others, like Madison Brush, have thought they could sustain a relationship in the past. The Sister Wives patriarch has seemed to carelessly waste the opportunity to date more of his children by remaining unyielding and unduly demanding. After declaring her plan to utilize 2025 as a detox for the negativity in her life and move past her recent heartbreak, Sister Wives star Janelle Brown revealed an exciting new business update regarding Tata Farms. Over the past 2 months, Janelle, who has been shown on Sister Wives Season 19 as refusing to accept the vitriol from her ex-husband Kody Brown, has been posting updates about her new company. In order to ensure that her son Garrison Brown's legacy endures in a meaningful way, Janelle has been doing a lot of introspection and seems to be pursuing new interests. She also revealed that her new business endeavor, Tata Farms, has reached a significant milestone in recent months, as she has been working tirelessly to realize her dreams. Janelle and her business partner were able to see their farm ready for some movement after they had found a contractor to help clean their field. Janelle's development means she will probably be able to build on the farm soon, getting closer to opening day. Although she has been open about the fact that her 2025 detox isn't just about her family or her grief, she has been doing her best to work through her grief with the help of her new life plan. They shared that they were able to have someone come in to clear the land, and their construction crew left us with clear space for a garden, chicken coop, and our future home. After losing her son so tragically, Janelle's choice to invest in and develop Tata Farms has been a terrific way for her to move on and detox from the negative in her life. Although Janelle's time on Sister Wives is set approximately a year before the current timeline, her actions with Coyote Pass, which have been demonstrated in recent episodes, are still pertinent to her time with Tata Farms. Throughout Sister Wives Season 19, viewers have witnessed Janelle moving away from the Brown family more consciously, even working to change the way she interacts with Cody and Robin. Janelle's 2025 goals include being more deliberate about her life, including her finances, and she's done a terrific job of putting things in place to assist her go forward. Many have speculated that whatever money she received from selling her share of Coyote Pass went into Tata Farms. Aside from Janelle's financial management skills, Tata Farms will be a huge help for her detox. As Janelle navigates her sorrow and her life continues to evolve, she's making every effort to be more purposeful and give her actions greater meaning. Janelle's decision to manage and invest in Tata Farms is closely related to her relationship with Garrison, with whom she shared a garden prior to his death. Janelle has made every effort to prioritize herself and take actions that will help her in the future, even if she has a lot to contribute to the farm. The Sister Wives star has at last learned how to set limits and prioritize her own needs going ahead. When they were both married to Cody Brown on Sister Wives, Janelle Brown and Christine Brown were friends, but it appears that Christine is part of Janelle's new 2025 cleanse. Garrison Brown's untimely death caused an unthinkable year for the whole Brown family, but Janelle, his birth mother, undoubtedly took the worst of it. Garrison's connection with Cody suffered as a result of his death, which made it even harder to leave him after years of marriage. Off-screen hints suggest that Janelle and Christine's relationship is changing as Sister Wives Season 19 progresses. Christine also mourned for Garrison, but she has had some positive moments since splitting from Cody. Janelle was the only one of Cody's wives invited to the ceremony, and she wed David Woolley. Meri Brown and Robin Brown, Cody's only surviving wife, were routinely left out, giving the impression that they were all on the same page. The reason behind Janelle's separation from Christine is unknown, and she hasn't made any public remarks regarding the significant change. But it's becoming more and more obvious that Christine might be caught in the crossfire of Janelle's detox. Janelle used to share more postings with Christine, but recently, she hasn't shared anything. Rogue Media, an outside podcast, was the source of the most current media that featured both of them. Christine and Janelle talked about their last names, their connections, and even their romantic updates. Crucially, Janelle and Christine took pride in their ability to raise their kids as a single, large sibling group. In any case, there is still a gap between them. Janelle called Christine's home the fun house, adding that their children in particular saw themselves as having two mothers. Since Christine and David share a home in Utah, the distance is mostly physical. Given that she recently bought acreage in North Carolina with her daughter Maddie Brush and son-in-law Caleb Brush, Janelle's transformation is still ongoing. She has, however, also thought of purchasing real estate in Montana, which would put her much closer to Christine. One of her new businesses since leaving Cody is Tata Farms, which she and Maddie co-own. Even the loss of their bond with Robin's children was lamented by the couple. Although it's simple to be sucked into the drama and hate, Christine and Janelle ultimately wish their family had remained closer after Cody. Christine put a stop to any suspicion of trouble between the two of them when she told Janelle on the podcast, "I loved having you there, and I just consider you one of my best friends," in reference to her wedding. Janelle and Christine used to seem quite close, but in November 2024, Janelle went on a girls' trip without Christine. Although they are constructing separate lives, they will always have each other. Janelle shared a clip of her experiences on Bourbon Street and beyond on Instagram after visiting New Orleans with a few girlfriends. Fans were thrilled to see Janelle enjoying herself in New Orleans. "It's incredible," Janelle captioned the photo, "Girls' trip to New Orleans. The music scene is diverse on Bourbon Street to say the least. Earlier this year, I visited the same spots. So much fun. Enjoy yourself immensely. The cuisine," one fan said, while another exclaimed, "Janelle, you have my undying love. I'll place the order for your shirts. Enjoy your vacation in New Orleans to the fullest." Nobody seemed to notice that Christine wasn't part of the crew. While Christine and Janelle are close, they need to build separate lives after leaving Cody on Sister Wives. Janelle has other friends that Christine isn't close with, and it's likely that Christine has other friends, too. Furthermore, Christine and David had just gone to Barcelona, and it's possible it was too much travel for her energy and finances to join Janelle for her girls' trip. Christine was posting photos from Spain around November 4th, 2024, and Janelle shared the post from New Orleans on November 20th. The trips just wouldn't have worked out between the two of them, AS detailed on the podcast. Despite the distance, Janelle still has a close relationship with Christine's kids. She even has a recent photo with Payton on Instagram, illustrating their continued positive bond. Thanks to Payton Brown for being willing to come and took care of the house while the following week. He was a rock star. Janelle accompanied the photo with a heart eyes emoji, saying, "Best Uncle Award definitely goes to him this week." Fans expressed their satisfaction in the comments, writing, "So fun. I love this relationship, and he's such a good uncle." Even though Janelle and Christine are no longer as close as they once were, it's safe to say that they won't be part of Janelle's 2025 detox. Their relationship has simply changed since they both left Cody. Robin and Cody are monogamous now, but one aspect of polygamy that Janelle and Christine loved the most was the bond they were able to create between their families. It's okay for Christine and Janelle to start separate lives after divorcing Cody, as long as they continue to act as mothers to both of their sets of children. Therefore, the former sister wives don't need to worry. Let us know in your comments. And stay tuned by subscribing our channel to get more updates like this. Thanks everyone.